All right, welcome back to Courting Cinderellas, and now we look at the Sun Belt champ, the Louisiana region Cajuns. I should know that, and we're breaking it down with none other than Terrence Johnson, head coach at Texas State. And TJ, let me start with this: who's the player for the Raging Cajuns that we need to know about? Who's their dude?
I think you got to start in the middle, Jeff. You know, the big fella. I think he's affectionately known as 21. Jordan Brown is a stud. You know, he's a phenomenal player. He's a superior block scorer, and he's their anchor. So he's the main guy. You got to start there.
And how do you defend him? I mean, he's a former McDonald's All-American. Everybody wanted him. West Coast guy, has been dominant in your league for the last couple of years.
Yeah, first of all, I think you got to find somebody that can match his physicality. And he's going to do it within the confines of the game. You know, he has great footwork. I think positioning is key. Get him off the block. Get him off the low block. Get him to the point to where he needs more than one dribble. His one dribble game is really, really good, whether or not that be a baseline jump hook or whether or not that it be a step through, you know. So I think the biggest thing for him is positioning. He has a great touch. So get him to the point to where if you want to double or if you want to dig, you got to put yourself in position to do that.
All right. So what's the X factor, or who's the X factor for them?
I mean, I think you have two, to be honest with you. And I'll say that because one puts everybody in position where they're comfortable, and one puts Jordan in a position where he's comfortable. Okay. And I'll say that because Jordan is typically double teamed. So, and everybody else is, you know, more so catch and shoot guys and guys that can attack off of closeouts. So, folks, I think you got maybe, 125, 30 more assists than anybody else on the team. So, folks, he's the guy when it comes down to setting the table for everybody else. But the sleeper is Terrence. Terrence Lewis is the guy because he knows where, when the double comes, he knows how to find the opening. And for Jordan, he makes Jordan comfortable because he gives Jordan an outlet when the double comes. He dives to the weak block, he finds the opening, and he doesn't take away from anybody. Shoots little bunnies right there, and he rebounds and he competes. So those two guys are definitely the X factors.
So they got a guy up front who can match up against just about anybody at the high major level. Why can they win a tournament game? Is it because of that, Jordan Brown?
I think it's because of a couple of things. I think it's because of Bob Marlin. He's been there before. Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing. But I also think they have a best player, and he has a particular skill set that translates. You know, that size and that ability to score on the block. The other thing is his depth. I mean, they're a deep team. They're a veteran team. Most of these guys have been around for quite a while. This isn't new to them. You know, the stage won't be too big for them. So, and then they find a way how to make shots. Got quality guys coming off the bench contributing.
Hey guys, just a reminder, our sponsor for today's episode is Run Your Pool. They are hosting the Field of 68 Bracket Challenge. This year, they are giving away $1,500 in free prizes. It's all an incentive for you to get on there and find out just how good their platform is. I've been using them for my bracket pools for years. I've used them for Super Bowl squares. I use them for everything that I need to use them for. The biggest survivor pool that I'm in for both NFL and NCAA tournament is by Run Your Pool. So go check them out. The link's below. Tap in.
It sounds like you think they could be dangerous and they really could win a tournament game.
I think they definitely can win a tournament game. You know, I would not bet against them. They schedule competitively every year, and Coach Marlin does a phenomenal job. And he hasn't been here before since he had a really good big and guard tandem with Sean Long and Alfred Payton. So, you know, I look at folks in Jordan, you know, they could be the guys that kind of get him over the hump.
What do you worry about them the most in the tournament?
I worry about zone. I think Jordan touches the ball quite a bit, you know, and I think if you can figure out a way how to either successfully guard him one-on-one, double him successfully, or zone them successfully. You know, if you got bigger, stronger athletes, you know, because in this league, there's some of the bigger, stronger athletes. then you give yourself a chance. But they don't have a distinctive weakness. It's going to be a team that's well put together, well coached, that's going to beat them.
All right, there you have it. Courting Cinderella's breaking it all down. The Sun Belt champion, Louisiana Region Cajuns, by Texas State head coach TJ Johnson. TJ, thanks, man.
Indeed. Thanks, Jeff.